open wide, my little beauty. It's feeding time. Yes, another successful experiment for the world's boldest scientist. Too bad I no longer have the money to do any real research.
Hello, Mr. Clark. Do you know why you're here this morning?
No, ma'am. Unless it has to do with that stinky sock prank I played on Tony and Mark last week in the locker room. But I swear, it was just a joke.
It has nothing to do with that. You're here because of the grade you got on your last French test.
Hey, not bad. A D- means I got at least one question right.
I'm afraid one correct answer isn't going to cut it, Lee. I think you could benefit from the help of a French tutor.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
Huh? No, please, I don't need any help. I just need to try harder.
Don't worry, Lee. By the time I'm done with you, you'll be Frenchier than the Eiffel Tower. And you'll be getting très magnifique grades. Meet me at Cyber Smoothie after school for your first lesson. Au revoir.
Hey, man, what's with the non-eating? You want a hunger strike or something?
No, I lost my appetite.
But today's Turkey Meatball Sub Day. It's your fave.
Forget it. Ever since S.H.I.E.L.D. signed Tammy up to be my French tutor, I've been feeling way sick.
Tammy's your tutor? Talk about cruel and unusual punishment. Totally. I'll gladly take that hoagie off your hands, bro. Huh?
Whoa, what's happening?
Maybe the school's heating system's malfunctioning again.
Or maybe Jerry wants us to sweat off a few pounds.
Afternoon, gang. Thanks for popping by.
What's with the extreme temperature, Jer? You prepping us for a high-intensity desert mission?
You aren't here for a mission. You're here to meet the agency's newest employee. The warm weather is to accommodate her needs.
A new employee? Is she cute?
Oh, she's cute, all right, in a grandmotherly sort of way.
Hello, children. So nice to see you again. No way. It's that no-good geriatric baddie, the granny.
Relax, Spies. She's been completely rehabilitated.
Yeah, right. I bet she's got more tricks up her sleeve than tissues.
Trust me, after a year of de-eviling therapy, she's ready to begin work as a villain consultant. Her expertise will help us better understand the criminal mind.
We're going to have so much fun together, dearies. Snickerdiddle.
Sorry, Granny, but we're not falling for your act again. Or your yummy cookies.
And now for your first assignment together, to check in on Dr. Victoria Brathwaite.
You mean that wacky scientist lady who turned herself into a bee?
She's recently been paroled, and it's your job to see that she's walking the straight and narrow.
Fine. But if you want us to pal around with former baddies, we're gonna need some impressive gear.
Very well. Today you'll be using the ferocious flash button camera, the molecular separating body spray, some tacky taffy made from the bacterium Colobacter crescentus, and from the experimental lab, the 60-second shrink salve. Just rub it on, and you'll be nano-sized for a full minute.
Nice spread, Jerry. But what about me? Forget it. Gadgets are for agents only.
I'm afraid she's right, Granny. And now for your transportation.
Oh, I know. We can all ride on my scooter.
The Whoop van's waiting for you outside. Cheerio!
So, kiddies, what have you been up to since we last saw each other?
You mean the time you almost destroyed the Earth by trying to turn it into your own personal sauna? Not much.
Oh, dear me. Wasn't I just full of mischief in my youth? Your youth? Hello, that was last year, Granny. So it was. Time sure moves slowly when you're in the slammer.
Okay, gang, we're approaching the house of Dr. Brathwaite.
In that case, it's time to get down to business.
Easy there, lady. Keep your hands where we can see them. Huh?
Oh my, aren't you on edge, sweetie? Maybe you need a nice little girlfriend to loosen you up.
Oh, great. It's Tammy. Hello?
Hello, Steady Buddy. Just calling to remind you about our after-school date.
Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. As much as I'd like to.
Awesome! A bientôt, my little French fry.
Did she just call you a French fry?
Aw.
Okay, peeps, let's get this over with.
Not so fast. We need a more subtle approach.
Why? We're just checking on Dr. Brathwaite.
I know how the criminal mind works, and if she's up to something shady, we need to catch her in the act.
And the 60-second shrink salve's just the thing to help us sneak in.
Awesome! Maybe I can use this stuff to sneak away from Tammy.
See anything unusual?
You mean something other than you, me, and a former villain, all the size of lawn gnomes, hanging together in a random kitchen?
Oh, my, aren't you a spitfire? You remind me of myself, Megan.
Ugh. Is that supposed to be a compliment, Granny?
Okay, enough chit-chat. All clear in this room, guys. You find anything?
Yeah, Dr. B's up to her usual freaky research, this time involving plants.
Looks like she's trying to fuse her DNA with their DNA. Oh. Help me!
Guys, I think we need backup.
Uh-oh. Sounds like our non-mission's heating up.
Everyone form a human chain.
Okay, guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks! For a second there, I thought it was gonna be plant food.
Speaking of seconds, wasn't our 60-second shrink up about 60 seconds ago?
Dude, you're right. We should be back to normal size by now.
So much for the sneak approach.
So, find anything interesting?
Interesting? More like creepy.
Don't worry. My research is way too underfunded to be anything more than just experimental.
Would that be quirky experimental or evil experimental?
Funny, I was just about to ask the same thing.
I don't believe we've met. I'm Dr. Brathwaite.
I'm the Granny, former bank robber turned whoop villain consultant.
A former bank robbery? How interesting. Maybe we could get together sometime and swap stories.
Sorry, dearie. I no longer hang with your kind.
I guess the old girl doesn't like me very much.
Can't say I blame her. We'll, be in touch, Dr. Brathwaite.
So what do you think? Dangerous bad gal or harmless kooky scientist?
I'm not sure, but what I do know is we can't whoop arrest someone just for having hungry plants.
You're right, Mark. Even if we're suspicious. At this point, we can't prove she's up to anything bad.
So, what's our next move?
We bring the van back to Whoop and give Jerry the mission update.
Then, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to my afternoon knitting class. Oh, how I love being a good guy.
I know something you'll love even more, Granny.
Lee, last time I checked, Whoop was about 30 miles in the opposite direction.
I know, but the sooner we return the van, the sooner I see Tammy.
I'm sorry, buddy, but it's time to face your fears.
That's right! So get ready for a Tammy-tastic tutoring sesh!
Well, as long as we're waiting for the boss man, how about some spillage?
Spillage?
Yeah, about who we trust less, Dr. Brathwaite or the granny.
It's a toss-up. They both make the hair on my neck stand on end.
Hey, Jerry, what's happening?
Unfortunately, a robbery in progress at a major gold reserve.
Don't worry, we're on it.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Lee, but I'm afraid you're already late for your tutoring session. As for the rest of you, it's back to the van.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, mon chéri.
Whoa, thirsty much, Tammy?
No, silly. The smoothies aren't for drinking. They're props for our first leçon de français. Now, repeat after moi. Bleu, rose, jaune, mauve, vert.
Bleu, rose, jaune, mauve, vert.
Très bien! Now, let's move on to numbers. 1, 2, 3.
Is it me, or is this just too big of a coincidence?
What do you mean?
1 minute Jer springs the granny from the can, the next minute we're investigating a gold heist.
Hey, you're right. She's a former bank robber. She must be involved. Wah! Look out!
Okay, minor setback.
Then it's time for a major response. The van's super tire inflation function ought to do it.
Awesome! With tires this ginormous, we'll catch up to the granny in no time.
Come on, guys. It's time we went after our villain with some kick. You may have fooled Jerry, Granny, but we're totally on to you.
Huh? You're not our geriatric baddie?
Well, whoever this baddie is, we need to stop her before she makes off with the gold.
Say no more.
Don't worry, guys. Even if we can't see, the ferocious flash button camera can.
Nice move, Tony. Too bad Lee wasn't here to see it.
Thanks, but the pic only shows a partial plate.
Don't sweat it. Jerry will have it analyzed in no time.
Hello, gang. How's it going?
Great! Except for the part where the gold thief just escaped.
But we did find a clue.
Well, you know what they say. A clue is worth 1,000 captures.
They do? How come I never heard that saying before?
Because I just made it up.
Well, we survived our mission. I wonder if Lee survived his.
Does that answer your question?
You okay, buddy?
Okay. Tammy ran me through the ringer. We learned French colors, French flavors, French shapes, French animal names, even how to do French manicures.
Look on the bright side. With all that tutoring, your grades are guaranteed to improve.
Wonder who that could be.
Hey there, my little French toast! Ready for our evening study sesh? Trust me, if you want to get an A on your next test, it's gonna
Spies, over here.
Can you hang on a sec, Tammy?
I hope this isn't a bad time, but I just found out the van at the gold heist belongs to Dr. Brathwaite.
So much for her being on the straight and narrow. We'll head back to her house right away, Jer.
Excellent. I'll send the chopper.
And what about the granny? Is she coming with us?
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get in touch with her. You'll have to proceed without her.
What do you think? Should we do another shrink and sneak in?
Nope. This time we're going right through the front door.
Awesome! The molecular separating body spray never disappoints.
I knew my plan would work.
What can I say, dearie? You made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I can go from Whoop consultant back to the bank robber I was in my youth.
With the fancy DNA fusing machine I just bought, my research can go from experimental to reality.
No way! Are you guys catching all of this?
The part where Dr. Brathwaite used her wacky research to make the granny young again?
Or the part where the granny stole a bunch of gold to help Dr. B become a Venus flytrap person.
Oh no! Tammy just texted wondering why I left her outside the front door.
Well, look what we have here. 4 little spies.
Don't worry, Dr. B. They're no match for the new, younger me and my knitting needle nunchucks. Hey!
Wow!
Look out! Uh-oh. I gotta hand it to you, Doc. You sure are original.
Dr. B's one of a kind, all right, and she'll be even more unique when she makes her transformation. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to relive my glory days.
I hope transformation doesn't mean what I think it means.
Does this clear things up? I just couldn't stand by and watch humans destroy the world's plant life. So, I've decided to become a plant that destroys humans. Wow! Now get ready to be my first meal.
Great. So now the granny got away and we're about to be eaten by a giant plant lady.
Maybe not, dudes. I've still got one gadget left. The Tacky Taffy. Oh, if only I could reach it.
Chill, bro. I've got you covered.
Now that's what I call teamwork.
Sweet. Looks like her first meal's gonna be her last meal, too.
I've got Jerry picking up Dr. B at her lab. Now all we gotta do is find the granny. But how?
She said she was going to relive her glory days. If we can figure out what that means, maybe we'll know where she's going.
According to the Whoop database, the granny knocked off City Savings and Loan when she was 21.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's head downtown.
Welcome to City Savings and Loan. How can I help you today?
You can hand over all your loot.
Are you joking?
Does it look like I'm joking, Sonny?
Freeze, Granny! Whoop employees don't steal!
But infamous bank robbers do.
Hey! No fair!
All's fair when it comes to taking out nosy Whoop agents.
What's fair is you going back to prison, Granny.
Yeah, 'cause it's clear you're always gonna be a baddie.
Now let me show you how we young folks roll.
Hey-ya! Hey! Ouch! My hip!
Uh-oh! I think you really hurt her, Megan.
Ha-ha! Gotcha!
That's it, Granny. You're not gonna fool us with your old lady routine anymore.
How about I fool you with a judo move instead? Pick that one up from a sumo wrestler in the Whoop prison yard.
Okay, no more Mr. Nice Spy. You're done for, Grandma.
Hey! In my new youthful state, these spies are going down like bowling pins.
You may be young, Granny, but you're not as young as I am.
Hey! Take that! Ouch, my eyes! Looks like the whippersnappers won again.
Time to hand out the gold stars, Clarks, because we just took out 2 baddies.
I must admit it was quite spectacular. And with the Granny and Dr. B back at the holding facility, I couldn't be more proud.
Well, Lee, it looks like you did it. Thanks to Tammy's tutoring, your D- is now an A+.
No way! I guess hanging out with Tammy was worth the trouble.
I'm glad you think so. Because after all the time she spent helping you, Tammy's A+ in gym class has dropped to a D-.
Which is why you're gonna be tutoring me now.